So, hello everyone. It is great to have you all here, and thank you very much for coming to the LoRaWAN Expo and to come into this session. I'm pretty sure that you are enjoying all the disruptive innovations that you are finding on the show. Today, as Emmanuel mentioned, I will present the work we are doing with Semtech, powered by LoRaWAN, and also with Microsoft, to transform the agriculture industry and to deliver technology to preserve the water resources. I am Luca Funes, CEO and founder at Webee. And what we created at Webee is a 360 asset intelligence platform designed to reduce cost, greenhouse gas emissions, and increase throughput and eliminate unplanned downtime in agriculture, industrial agriculture, and manufacturing. We have several awards and recognitions, and within that we include the Software as a Service and Cloud Awards as the best software as a service product for agriculture and farming. When we started thinking and developing this use case, we found a global challenge. It was how to improve the crop yields while reducing water usage. It was like a really a complicated challenge to tackle, because water quantity and water quality impact directly in the crop yields. And farmers used to over-irrigate in order to avoid losses and the impact on the production. When that water goes with fertilizers, like including nitrogen, that goes to the waterways that are intended to the human drinking water. That is damaging many communities, and also is generating a huge impact because our water is a limited resource as well. So we ask ourselves how we can help the farmers to solve this challenge in a consistent way that can be scaled for the whole planet. We came up with an idea. Let's pick up a specific partner to co-develop the solution, and we found a partnership with one of the largest berry producers in the worldwide. They have more than 900 growers in the planet, and they have a strong water stewardship, and they want to use their technologies and their discoveries to create sustainable farming practices. They didn't have any LoRaWAN network in place, and they wanted to solve the challenge. You don't succeed when you implement smart farming technologies for yourself or even just one farmer. The project has to make an impact and a positive change for the community as a whole, with ethical and sustainable practices at the heart of every decision. That was the vision and the statement of the client farm manager. As you may imagine, this was an ambitious statement, and it was really very difficult to take the decision to engage on the project to solve the problem. And then we ask again ourselves, can we solve the problem? Can we promise a solution and deliver on that? And we say yes, we accepted the challenge. When we visit the farm, the headquarters and the farm is in California, and it is 52 acres of land, one of the farms there. And California is going through a severe drought. Water is a really limited resource. And we found that it was with the scarce connectivity. You couldn't find a reliable cellular connectivity. And nothing was connected. They have a wells that manage the electricity, not connected. Water pumps, not connected. Water tanks, more than 24 tanks, big tanks, not connected. They didn't have visibility about what was happening on the soil health, on the crop health. And they relied in manual inspections to control and operate and monitor the farm. It was a huge challenge, and we say, okay, we will do it. We came back to our lab, and then it took a couple of weeks to come with a solution ready to deploy. That solution was created with our platform that is a no-code application builder powered by LoRaWAN. We created the solution making onboarding of different sensors and gateways from members of the LoRa Alliance, manufacturers, and we onboarded a LoRaWAN gateway. Just one gateway with an 8 dB antenna covers the whole farm and also covered more than 10 to 15 kilometers and was all the growers nearby. We onboarded water, pH, EC, and level sensors for monitoring the tanks and the pipes. We onboarded soil temperature, moisture, and EC sensors to monitor the soil health and the fertilizers, connected outdoor CO2, ambient temperature, and humidity sensors. PAR, that is a key measurement for the berries, is a photosynthetically active radiation and quantum sensors that affects and impacts on the quality of the fruit. And we connected weather station with rain gauges and also SDI-12 and Modbus RS-45 transceiver for different sensor proofs that they had. All of this was created and onboarded with our no-code application builder. We found really fast a key benefits on using this technology. LoRaWAN is a disruptive technology that is disrupting the way things need to be done. A couple of years ago, or 10 years ago, you must wire the different sensors, or you must go walk into a data loggers to extract information, or you can expand and buy expensive sensors or different connectivity to run this solution. This is a long-range wireless system, very easy to install. You don't need any technical skills. Our battery-powered devices, what we call is stick and play, because you don't even need to plug to some source of power. So you just stick to where you need to measure. And then that allows you to collect accurate measurements and have a real-time actionable data. It is powered through a software that can aggregate in real time the 360 visibility on all the variables to then make actions and define how much water and fertilizer should be used and when the crops should be watered, to manage the irrigation controller and also to understand what are the best ways to improve the crop yields while reducing water usage. So let's see what was the application that we created. By using our no-code builder, we can customize in a matter of minutes, and we can give the power to citizen developers that are the users that are in the farm to interact with the whole applications. In this case, a main dashboard was created that gives you a 360 visibility about the weather, the water KPIs, the energy and the CO2 emissions, the soil health, and the crop health, including variables such as EC, temperature, moisture, and the different things that can affect on the yields and the irrigation strategies. In this case, we can see some of the informations and the capabilities on the platform that show you a real-time information on the weather conditions, such as temperature, humidity, CO2, and solar radiation, and the PAR. They had to make decisions on when to open and close the tunnels that were into the plot to grow the fruits. All of that information is generating as well historical data. This is key for aggregating the data from the different data sources and understand the past behaviors to predict the future. In this case, we have some of the examples on that historical data that is connected not only the soil health, but also with the irrigation and the bulbs activation. Our AI algorithms can understand that data think what is the best thing to do and act upon to control the different bulbs. When you think in an irrigation system, you think about wiring the bulbs up to a central panel. Here you can use solenoid controllers in a remote land with just powered by LoRaWAN and then working at the edge with the scheduler without wiring. All wireless with more than 10 and 15 kilometers reach with just one gateway. We installed that gateway in the farm, and it covered all the farms and the nearby growers. The customers also ask to start digitalizing manual processes. That is the data collection. They have irrigations managers, breeders, they have the farm managers, and different teams that are working around the plots and the trial to understand and collect information. With our no-code builder, they could create in minutes forms that include not only variables to be collected, but also pictures and videos that can be uploaded. All of that information that is also stored in the historicals can be exported and exploded by the different type of users, personas. They can create their own dashboards, their own visualization, and create their own reports to, as an example, manage genetics developments for the fruit. As you may see, the breeders will use the platform and the information from one perspective, but the farm manager will use from another perspective. As today, with this solution, powered by our no-code platform, we have a ready solution that can be installed in any farm to have insights on time every time in the palm of your hand. And every user can have the information that they needed at the time they need it, just the information they need. As an example, on the real-time monitoring and control, we're monitoring soil, ambient temperature, moisture, pH levels, EC, and the others like I mentioned. It also generates SMS and email notifications and recommendations powered by the AI algorithms to improve the operations. It's not only about the irrigation and the water usage, but it's about how to improve the processes. And also the control panels for historical data and the real-time widgets can be customized by the different users. As a summary, we found challenges on the ability to capture soil and crop data in those remote areas that depends on manual inspections. How to digitize and automate manual data collection processes. And how to integrate that data with irrigation systems. You will see that in many farms, they just have manual bulbs. In others, they have pretty sophisticated irrigation systems. And our technology combined with LoRaWAN can integrate and provide that in a complementary way. And the other challenge is to reduce the water usage while improving the crop yields. The business value was improving the crop yields, improving the quality of the fruit, reducing the water usage, and understanding a 360 visibility of the whole farm operations. The day we visit the plant, the previous night, they had a power outage. The electricity went off and the brakes were down. At that day, at 9 a.m., the 24 tanks had a 10% of water level. It was a high risk in California to lose more than 3 years of genetic studies if that will not be able to irrigate. You may be thinking, okay, so this solution is like real? Yes, any farmer on the world can have it. It is really affordable. The pricing is affordable. You don't need any technical skills. It's just about getting the sensor, push a button, stick, and voila. So this is an amazing technology, and you may think, what is next? So feeding the world is a strong commitment. And the way to do it is with a farm AI intelligence. Is by combining artificial intelligence with Internet of Things powered by LoRaWAN technologies will allow all the farmers any farmers to reduce water usage, improve the crop fields, and improve the operations. You may think, okay, that is the future. When it will happen? This is happening today. This is real. And any farmer can have it ready, installed in a day, tomorrow. Thank you very much.